Welcome everyone. In this video we'll talk about how we can toggle a particular bit of an integer. Okay, but before that we'll understand what is the meaning by toggling a bit. So toggling a bit means you are changing the value of the value bit from 1 to 0 or from 0 to 1. So what does it mean? If the value of that particular bit is 1, then after toggling the value of that particular bit will become 0. If the value of that bit is 0, after toggling that value will become 1. Okay, so whenever there will be a question, or we can say the program to write where we want to toggle a particular bit, so we are going to use XOR operator there basically. So if you remember the truth table of XOR, I will write it again. Okay, so let's say this is X, this is Y, and this is result basically, right? So if you remember, XOR will give you output 1 only when both of your operand is of opposite value. I mean to say, if one of the operand is having value 1 and other operand is having value 0, then only it will give you an output 1. Okay, so you can see here 0 0 will give you an output 0, 1 0 will give you an output 1, 0 1 will give you an output 1, 1 1 will give you an output 0. Okay, so now you want to basically toggle a particular number. Okay, so how you can do that? So let's say if the original bit value is 1, you want to toggle this. How you can toggle this? If you will perform XOR operation with value 1, so as per the truth table it will give you value 0. So that's what we want, right? Because the original value is 1, we want to change it to 0. So now let's say the original value of this bit is 0, and after using XOR operation with this value 1, what will be the output? Because now one operand is 0, other operand is 1, it will give us the value 1 as per the truth table basically. And that's what we wanted here, right? We want to toggle this bit value. So value of this bit was 0, and you, after toggling, you are getting this value 1. Okay, so that is the whole idea how we can toggle a particular bit. So what you have to do is you have to ready with your mask, then left shift that mask with the n minus 1 bit. Okay, and then you basically do your XOR operations. So let's say we will understand this with an example. Let's say you have a variable which has value 9, so the binary representation of this variable will be 1001, right? So now let's say if I want to toggle this bit, so this bit is the third bit. How I can do that? So first of all, I need a mask which I will initialize with values 1. Okay, so the binary representation of this mask will be 001, but I want to toggle this third bit. Okay, so for that what I will do here is I will left shift this mask with value, because I want to toggle this particular bit, right? So I have to move this value 1 to this bit, right? So I will do left shift by 2 here, right? So it means like for toggling third bit I have to do left shift by 2, so it means n minus 1 left shift I need to perform on my mask. Okay, so after having this, what you will get as an output, you will get output is 0 1 0 0 will be your mask now. Okay, and final you have to perform the XOR operation between your mask value and your original value. So this is your original value, and then your mask value is 0 1 0 0, right? So what does it will give you an output? So 1 0 is again will give you 1, 0 0 again will give you 0, 0 1 will give you value 1, 1 0 will give you value 1. Okay, so that's what our expectation was. We wanted to toggle this particular bit. This bit was value 0, so after toggling it has to be 1. So that's what we are getting it here. So if you will print this value in decimal format, this value will comes out to be 13, right? So now write the C program by using same fundamentals there. Okay, so again I'm going to use three variable. So very first variable is basically to get the value from the user, and n bit will be, again I will ask user to input this n bit, so that I will toggle that particular nth bit, and the mask is again the variable which I will be using to perform my left shift and final the XOR operations on the actual variable. Okay, so now first we'll ask user to input the value of variable basically. Okay, so now let's add a scanf here to get the input from the user in the variable var. Okay, now we will ask user to enter the bit to set. Okay, so he will give us the bit which he want to basically toggle. Sorry, instead of toggle, instead of set I have to write it toggle. Okay, so then I will get input from the user in the variable n bit, right? So once that is done, so first thing I need to do is I need to left shift my mask by n minus 1, right? So where is my mask? This is my mask. Left shift this mask by n bit minus 1, right? So once this is done, whatever the output it will give, I have to do XOR operator with that output and my actual variable, which is var, right? So this is my XOR operation, and I will assign the final value to again this variable var, right? So we will compile this program and see the output, right? Before that, let's print the final value after toggling, right? Right, so this is your value after toggling. Okay, so now let's save this program and run this program. So today my system is taking time to compile the programs. Okay, enter the variable, we'll enter the same value 9, enter the bit to toggle. We want to toggle the third bit, so you can see the output is 13. So that's what the expectation was. So the whole idea is wherever there is an ask to toggle a particular bit, and wherever you need to toggle a particular bit, you need to use the XOR operation basically, or the XOR operator basically, that will help you out in toggling the bits. Okay.